Students, this is a lesson on how to get to the Mooresville High School card catalog and learn how to use this catalog to make a resource list and a citation list. From the citation list, then you can copy this citation list into pages and have the start of a works cited page for a research paper. Please follow these directions and create your own resource list and citation list which you copy into pages. So please observe and watch the following directions. The first thing I'm going to do is to Google MGSD. I'm just going to Google MGSD because I want to get to the district web page. I'll go to the Mooresville Graded School District web page. From there, I'm going to go to schools. So click on schools, go to Mooresville High School. All right, this is an important page for all students. This is something you might want to bookmark or know about it. I think most of you have really seen this page before. You will notice when you get to the high school page that there is a tab here that says Media Center. Please click on that tab. From here, you will get to the home page of the Media Center. Today, we're not going to use the home page of the Media Center, but we're going to use one of the tabs. We're going to go to Digital Research Resources. I want you to click on that. All right, you're going to pull up a Symbaloo page, which lists all of the resources that provided by the Mooresville High School Media Center. Fortunately, we're not going to be talking about any of them today except for the card catalog. If you will notice above the Symbaloo box, there is a green box with books on it that says MGSD card catalog. Please click on that box. This should take you to a page which you should recognize from middle school and intermediate and elementary school. This is the way to get into all the different catalogs in the district. We're, of course, going to go to the high school catalog. So click on Mooresville High School, please. All right, then from there, you are now in the high school catalog. From here, it is extremely important that you log into our high school catalog. And you do that simply by clicking on Login. All right. Now, you need to put your student number in here, just like you log into this just like you would log into Angel or to get in your computer. So you put your number in here, your ID number, and then you put your general password that you always use. Now, I am logged in here as Kinsey Rebecca Dry. She's one of my senior media assistants. Now, the first thing that I want to do is to find what books that I have on the topics that you're going to be doing for your 9th grade project. So I'm going to click on the tab that says Catalog. From there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my topic in here. I've chosen the topic cell phones. And I'm going to click on keyword search because that's going to pull the most books on the topic quickly. So I'm going to click on keyword. Once I click on keyword, you will see that I have 18 books about cell phones. Now, some of them are going to be much more helpful than others, and we're going to take a look at the list for a minute. What we're going to do as well is we're going to add to this, we're going to make our own separate list. Now, are cell phones dangerous? If I wanted to look and see more about that book, I would click on here, and I can see, all right, I can take a look and see what's covered in here. Additional information. Explores the debate on whether they're dangerous. Can they cause cell phone? Well, this might be one that I might want to add to my list. All right, so I'm going to go back to search results, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on add this to the list. Now here's one on cell phones and driving, and I'm going to see what that one looks like. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to click on this word title peak. And title peak is going to let me see all of the different topics that they discuss in about cell phones. Cell phones distract drivers. Yes, this might be a book that I might want to use. So I'm going to close this up. And if I wanted to find that book on the shelf, I would also have to write this number down, 363.12 CEL. I'd have to write that on a little sheet of paper and go out into the library and to find this particular book. All right, but is it one that I think I want to put on my list? I'm going to go back to search results. Yes, I'm going to put that on my list. So add this to the list. And I'm going to do about 6 books. Now, you don't have to use 6 books, but I think I'm going to pick 6 books out of here, and you can always take 1 or 2 off of the list. But I want to give you the practice. So I'd like you to do 6 books if you can find it. Now, here is a book that's an ebook. I'm going to open this up, and I'm not going to, there's another lesson that I have shortly that you'll be doing that will show you how to open an ebook up. So for right now, I just want to show you the symbol that says this is an ebook. Right here, Cell Phones and Teens, it is an ebook. Do you see over here, there is a number, but you will not find that book on the shelf because it's an electronic book, not an actual book. If you look over here, do you see where I have unlimited copies? That means that anyone who has the topic of cell phone can check this book out. And I'm going to be doing another lesson on how to check out ebooks. This lesson is going to concentrate on strictly making the list and then copying that list into pages. So I'm going to say this book looks like one I want to use. All right. How do cell phones accept, say, mobile connection? Maybe not. I'm just kind of looking around. How do cell phones affect society? That might be one that I want to use. And how do cell phones affect health? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to my list and this to my list. So if I look at this, I have a number of books I have added to my list. I have Are Cell Phones Dangerous? I have Cell Phones and Teens. I have How Cell Phones Affect Society. Do Cell Phones Affect Health? So I picked a number of books out of here, and I think I also have Cell Phones and Driving. So there's my list. Now there's one I can click on in this list if I want to, and it will pull up the list. But there is another way to do that I would like to show you. And that is to go to Resource List. If I click on this, then I have my personal list. This is my personal list. This is Kinsey's list. So I'm going to click on View. And here are the books that I just made a list about. Now, Kinsey had done a senior research paper on childhood obesity. So I don't need these books anymore on here. So I'm going to remove it. It's that simple. I just have to click on the word remove, and it will take any book off of here that I no longer want. So I'm going to remove these, and here what I have left are the books that I chose to put on my list. All right. So I have 5 books on my list here. Now, 3 of them are ebooks and 2 of them are regular books, because I can tell right here because the E tells me they're an ebook. Well, what I want to do now is to make a list of them. So I'm going to click on the word Go, and all of a sudden, what I have in front of me right now is a list in correct MLA format of the books that I can use. I can copy and paste this list. Now, the one thing I will have to do is, if you notice cell phones and driving, I have to, in correct capitalization, I'd have to make a capital P and a capital T. I'd have to do a capital C, a capital P, a capital A, a capital S, and so on. But my first thing I need to do is to go ahead and to copy all of this, and I do Command C, and now I'm going to find my Pages program. I'm going to open that up. And once I get Pages open up, all right, Pages is being difficult. All right, I'm just going to do a new document in Pages. I'm just going to do a blank document. I'm going to choose it. All right, and then once I have the blank page in front of me, I do Command V. I copy and paste this. Now, this is not in the correct format immediately right now, but I'm going to just have you go ahead and print this. We'll talk about this in class on how to correctly format this together. For right now, I just want you to be sure that you have a works cited page. After you put it in Pages, I want you to go to Save and then put works cited and save it wherever you are comfortable save it. I'm going to save it right to my desktop, and I'm going to hit Save. Okay. So this is what I want you to be able to do today. I want you to be able to open up the card catalog, search for your topic, make a list of your topic. All right. So what I've done is I've searched my topic, I've made a list, then go into Resource Lists. Go ahead, look at your list, go to the bottom, click on the word Go, copy and paste this into a Pages document. When you come to class or during class, your evidence that you followed these directions and did this process is that you will have a works cited page like I just made, just started. So now go ahead and with the directions I've given you, go ahead and create your own works cited list, your own resource list, then your own works cited list in Pages.